Sure you can handle the English Queen?
I hear she is shrewd.
The Virgin Queen. How shrewd can she be?
Trust me.
Goodness, you make Protestant black look positively chic. Has anyone ever told you that?
No, we've never worked together before. They don't let big, strong women. I mean, they do now, but traditionally, you don't have the opportunity.
They're not written in the same
They're
film.
not.
I mean, I
They're
was
not.
thinking about what happened to Baby Jane, that film, and then those titans working together. You're often the wife, the girlfriend, the whatever, and you've got to be, it might be a good role, but this is a first for me where I've got to, I mean, it really is a first that I've got to work with an actress that I respect, admire, I'm in awe of, in that way, because it's as a contemporary also. So I think, because storylines don't often enable that.
No, and I think stories often don't expand to accommodate more than one really strong, interesting female character. But we're seeing it's changing, with whether it's Big Little Lies or Slow Horses or this extraordinary television that is being with these really robust female characters. But this is a concentrated moment of these two titans from history with two actresses from, I mean, I'm a bit older than you, but like roughly the same generation, both British, both still really interested in what muscular acting looks like, not phoning it in, not just showing up, but really throwing everything that you've got. Like, I think that's one thing that Samantha and I share is this absolute kind of beloved focus.
But also kind of, I think because we're British as well, that we've not been kind of, we started out grafting in a way in the British television, so therefore you don't take yourself too seriously. You take your work seriously, but you don't take yourself too seriously. And that's so refreshing to work with Minnie when we're there and we're like just getting on with it, rather than all the other stuff that so often happens on a film set. Oh, so boring. But so that was so a joy. I don't know. I don't think about it that way. I didn't when I was performing it. All I could think of was this sense of a business. It's business. The one thing that ultimately Elizabeth does have, if I'm thinking about it now, is royal blood. Catherine is a commoner. And therefore she has an advantage, as in Elizabeth, has an advantage over Catherine because she belongs in the space. And Catherine has to claim her space and has had to within her court.
It really is. She was born to be queen. I mean, there was some people who challenged her for that spot, but she really was. She was the daughter of Henry VIII, This girl was sold into everything and had to fight her way and claw her way up. And yet, as Sam really concisely put, they are businesswomen. The business of the Elizabethan court, the business of the Valois court, how to maintain power. This idea of like a rivalry, it's not that. It's more like, oh my God, you do what I do and you're the only other person on the planet at this time who is doing what I do. How fascinating. The thing is, Catherine has more to lose than Elizabeth. In our show, in this juncture, she has more to lose, which is the only kind of imbalance that we begin with, but it could still go either way up until the children sort of ruin it. As they so often do.
Universal.
Kids ruin it.
No, I hope so. We live still in times where it's tricky. I'll be really honest with you. It's tricky. I haven't really worked since Serpent Queen. There's been a couple of offers. I was offered a grandma role and something, and I was like, it's really good, but I don't think I'm ready for a grandma. So it's about the correct writing, and I suppose, I had a thing I was talking to Minnie about that I have thought of. I'm a director as well, and I when I met Minnie when we were doing this, I was like, oh my God, it should be perfect for this. So I think that it's about manifesting things like that, and also trying to get things off the ground takes a really long time. But for anyone out there who's got an amazing film, I'd be honoured and chuffed and run 100 miles an hour to get to work with Minnie again.
Yeah,
so
it'd be amazing.
Yeah.
It'll be amazing. You never know. This is also this is a great indication of how great it is. The show itself is, we should definitely want to go.